All right, solo practice video, 7th of October, 2020. So, this is the point where, after watching me for a couple of months, assuming you sat through all the videos, you'll notice things get really repetitive. There'll be a breakthrough or two, and then I'll go back to practicing the same basic actions over and over and over. Which is where I'm at today. Basic action practice. It's going to look really repetitive, right? All right, direct blow. All right, or power. All right, or really power. It's the same blow, but I've got power motions. 1, right, direct shot. 2, round up. 3, other side, right, direct shot, right, power, big shot. So that becomes the interesting one. So when I come here, I end up back in the same place, pretty straightforward. When I come here, my hand separates, and I have to finish the loop, right? So it becomes to the point where it can almost become a, right? That becomes really easy, right? Come around once, and now I'm here. Boom. I could. That doesn't really work because of how I'm generating power, right? My power generation comes from the twist, right? And if I come, well, this is actually weaker. So, over and over, or the other way. Man, what is that? Right on here. Oh, that's this. Or, I'm going to be all fancy and savory, right? I am making a classic Molinella, only with the buckler in the way. Universal actions are universal. Why am I babbling at you? This is nothing you shouldn't know already if you've been paying attention to what I've been doing. Right? So I've got those. Where I need more and better practice is going to be in my cut from the side. Now I've recently made a change in this. Before, I would have made this cut, right, like this. If you look at my hands, right, would have come through this way. After reviewing old footage, I think that what Elishvili is documenting, right, where he says this is cool and all, but more likely it would have been this. Would have been this rotation. Now, if we're working with a larger round shield, I may not rotate. But I do think this, or literally this, are legit, and it speeds me up, right? If I'm here, I can come. 1-2 combos, up, down, both sides. Now this becomes a question here. That's more awkward. This does not really happen. This will, right? But still, I've got to transfer, right? I'm here. Boom. Boom. But that's a motion worth practicing. Right, I'm here. What am I? 3 variations, right? I have my and coming the other way, 3 variations. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to always support. Support. You know, there was a thing that flew by recently online about the myth that the only purpose of the buckler is to protect the sword hand. And I first read it, I'm like, man, this is absolutely correct. You're wasting your buckler if all you ever do with it is support your sword hand. That being said, 90% of the time, the first priority of your buckler is to support your sword hand. The way I like to think about it is, at its most basic, sword and buckler join, these are a long sword, and I can do all the things I can do with a long sword with them, with the buckler protecting my hand. Cool. Where sword and buckler becomes unique is when I start recognizing the additional capabilities over the sword alone or the long sword that this buys me. And those tend to be of the form, these can separate. So if you give that up, you're giving up a huge part of the system and restricting yourself, right? That being said, smooth actions of the sword and the buckler together really matter. Right, so I'm here, right? Why not? Here. Boom. 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 1, 2. Right? And from here, come together. 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 And we hear that together is I'm going to turn the video off. Y'all don't need to watch me be repetitive. And I really ought to save space on my phone. I need to delete some videos. All right, latest.